They're haters and they're haters. The chances are people are going to say comments like, you are gay, you're on drugs, and childish humours like that, right? And some people may ask it in a kind of offended way. Not that I'm wasting him about this, but they will question you about it, maybe in a sensible way if they're not taking the mic. Now, there are comments that should be ignored, and you should never pay attention to the ones that insult you. I know, I get insulted all the time. And what are these comments? What are the comments that should be ignored? Oh, look, he's ginger minge and all this and that. And that's what they got on Copper Cab's video. Which he should just ignore his videos and stuff. And I can actually understand with Copper Cab, because he's actually good, because somebody has to stand for it. I agree with him. And there are other videos, hate videos, even people with braces in their teeth being called gay because they got braces in their teeth. Just this kid's cartoon, you know, brace face. So that's what started it off, you know. And to be fair, that's what's made fun of people. Be honest, having braces in, you just ignore it. Ignore the people hating you. Seriously. Right? Look at it. You take racism, there's a lot of race in a lot of people, and yet they don't give comments back saying, you're racist, or you're racist, as they would say in America, which means you are a racist to the Chinese, the Japanese, the Americans, the African Americans. Well, when I say Americans, I mean, you know, the red-skinned Indians, as they call them, in America, because of that. Now, there's a lot of race in a lot of people, so I don't know why I take things a bit serious myself. This is my bad as well, because there are lots of haters. They hate on Sonic fanboys. And to be fair, I think only idiots. Now, when I think about it, you're just as bad as them, because you're taking attention too serious when you could, like, literally ignore other things like YouTube, you know. And some grey bloke site was pretty good, and I loved his videos. I know it's animated, but it's, you know, it's good for what he does with his videos, and I actually like his videos a lot. You know, I think I subscribed to him just recently, and I think he should have a lot of thumbs up, because I agree with him, and I agree with a lot of people. Now, yay, happy fun time. Actually, he sent a message to the haters, and he actually makes, you should check his videos, yeah, and you should, because he says you should ignore the videos. Gives a good thing. You should really comment and subscribe to his channel as well. Maybe I'll do that after. But yeah, you know, it's just saying, like, people should not pay attention to the haters, because in the end they're gonna wind you up even more, waste your time, when you could just ignore them. I know, I kind of get forgetful about that, and I usually get wound up more. So I got really try to ignore my haters, you know. I didn't think of that. Also, what I don't like on YouTube is people screaming and shouting and doing this, you know, like that, you know, lose their rag. You shouldn't do that on YouTube. That should be a YouTube rule. You should not be allowed to do that. They should block it, because that's just using your stress. There's ways to control your stress. Try ignoring people. You know, that's one way of looking at it. I mean, when I was in school, somebody said to me, "Oh, just ignore them. They just want to be, you know, want to be you, like, or jealous because you got more things than they have. You know, and my dad was the same. He said, this is the best way. I learned from it, actually, but I'm still learning from it, believe it or not. And just like everybody else, pay attention, lose my rag when I shouldn't be, when I could just easily ignore people. The best solution is, even when you cannot, it's not always the internet, it's when you're out in the street and somebody says, hey, watch where you're going, or hey, I was going past you, you should wait for people like me. Yeah, that like in Cardiff, you know, and yeah, some people can be mean, so you just have to ignore the what do you call it, you just have to ignore the rules there. It's unpleasant, I know. And I just saw yell like near the blooming blue button on my TV. I must be seeing things. Okay, there's a lot I can say, but the one I'm just checking the time on the camera. Sorry, I know I'm picking the fourth wall there, but I'm just gonna say, respect this, right? If you're a fanboy of the consoles, or you're a fanboy of computer games, which I am a fanboy of the real Ghostbusters from the 80s, of course, you know, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I'm also a fan of the Thundercats, Power Rangers, and, well, Cadbury's Caramel Bunny, if I can help myself, and yeah, and generally SWAT Cats, you know, I'd love to see. Well, if the DVD comes out and box it in the UK, maybe I'll get the SWAT Cats, but this isn't what I'm on about. You know, you could have someone hate on your video and leave hateful comments, but if you ignore it, they get more wound up. The whole thing is, play it, just think in your mind, breathe in, slowly and out. Just don't lose your rag. Just pretend that every medication you take helps you. You know, it should be. And besides, you can troll all you want on my videos. I mean, I don't pretty much care. I do worry about subscribing because, you know, I need more subscribers. Because my other video, Sonic 8474, well, I changed it to Sonic Iffy 99, Sonic 991 Iffy, for a certain reason, because my video was blocked and no, my uploading system was blocked for some panical reason. They must have overheard what I said on one of my videos, whoever did. So I think they just tried to, you know, stop the eavesdropping on it. Can understand that, but there's nothing to eavesdrop on my videos. But the biggest problem, and the majority is, people make videos like people like Coppergab make, which I will say, make videos and then you're gonna be hated and trolled. But don't let that get to you, man. Just ignore it. You know, I think if people want to be hated, this is how they do it. They jazz. They're silly people. Just ignore them. You know, they want to go around making fun of ginger hair people, or black skinned people, or you know, or the different color of racism people. Then let them. Because you might as well ignore it. It's just trolling on the site, you know, which is kind of sad because racism and racist are both simple things. I mean, racist is when you're just racist to one race, but racism is when you're racist to a group of different color-coded people. Although black isn't really a color, because due to their respect to black people and white people. So you get the picture black and white and all colours. It's due to the respect, so give them credit there. Hooray. But still, ignore them. If they try to be racist, just ignore them. Don't pay attention. If they try to make fun of you for any obvious reason, you're disabled or handicapped in a wheelchair, or if your hands are like this and you can't control your hands, or if you got a speech problem when videoing, just ignore them. They're just selfish and rude to you. You know, the best thing to do is pay attention to people who like you, you know, so you can say thanks and then basically give them credit for it. Because the only ones who deserve credit are the ones that you don't care. The ones that don't wind you up. Like, just ignore the haters and just, if you do, try to take them off, because that'll ignore them more. And if you can't, just leave it there. Just pretend so that everyone can see how much of a jerk they are. Because, you know, they just hate us. They got no life. They either haven't got a job. Well, I haven't got a job, I admit that, but you know, they probably haven't got DVDs, videos, computer games. They're probably just one of these people who go out in the pub and have a stag a night and always go out all the time in the night, and leave their kids in the house. This is why I don't like people trolling. But I shouldn't really ignore people making fun, you know. So if you see anybody trolling on any of the videos, like the grey bloke, is it some grey bloke, right? If you see people trolling them, and this goes for the creators, please ignore them. Seriously. You know, because they tend to hate. And yes, a lot of people, I'm over my limit. I'll see you in the next video and talk about the hate there as well.